Hello, welcome to the AgostoAllElite Podcast. On this beautiful Sunday, I'll be reviewing Western reviews. We'll have the AW Full Gear review as well, and so Rampage review as well. There's plenty more reviews coming to forth. So let's get started. Let's start with Raw. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about this week's Raw. So Raw is WWE still working towards Survivor Series on November 25th. This week's show had plenty to keep fans occupied till then. Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes were looking to regain the tag titles when they took on Finn Balor, Damian Priest on the Judgment Day. We also saw Ivar vs. Miz, Otis vs. Nakamura, Tegan Knox vs. Piper Niven. Okay, let's take a look at this week. Dominic Mysterio and JD McDuggan versus Rollins and Zayn. We got some video recap with some of the recent events surrounding the world title. Cody made his way to the ring, saying he and Jey Uso were going to regain the tag titles before talking about War Games, introducing his team. Rhodes and Seth Rollins had a little confrontation in the ring before Judgment Day interrupt. They trade usual insults while the group implied the American Nightmare and his team would never be able to get along. Rollins yelled at everyone for talking too much, challenged JD McDuggan and Dominic Mysterio to face him and Zayn, which made official during the break. We had a pretty standard tag match for the story being told. Neither of the dudes work as a team regularly. Both pairs showed some decent chemistry. Zayn, Rollins did a great job giving the crowd plenty of moments to cheer. Duggan and Mysterio saw all the offense as well. The match won't matter in the grand scheme of things, but it gave the fans a chance to see a couple of WWE top names do what do best. The open segment, the match took up a combined 35 minutes top of the show. It looked like Rollins about to win. Ripley arrived with Balor, Priest to cause a DQ. Jey Uso, Rhodes, drove turned to a huge brawl. Pierce flipped out, said everyone who's in the tag title bout later shows banned for the arena. Zayn, Rollins defeated Dominic Mysterio, taking Duggan by DQ. So we had a young child in front row, had a stuffed dog like a Cody's pet. Pharaoh, he stopped, took a moment to acknowledge it with her. So McDuggan's the only person who didn't get to speak during the open segment. So the Judgment Day breakup is coming. The way Balor looked at Priest when he claimed to be the leader of the group said it all. So Dom's use of the pedigree to counter was kind of creative in my book. We got Otis versus Shinsuke Nakamura. So we see Ripley still yelling at Pierce. She ended up having a brief moment with Story Stark, but also turning into a fight with ended with Miami retreating. So last week, Nakamura picked up a win over Tozawa. This week, he had a chance to face one of Tozawa's Alpha Academy allies, Otis. The powerhouse took control early and dished out a lot of punishment. He even did one of Nakamura's own moves when he stepped on in the corner of the rope. It took some time for the artist to get the upper hand. Otis was in control of the majority of the bout, even counted Kinshasa once. It took 3 Kinshasas to put him down for the 3 count. This match was mostly one-sided, made Otis look like a beast. Judging how it ended, it looked like Gable will likely have a contest with Otis soon. Even though this wasn't the most perfect, excellent performance, they did a good job making both men look strong. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Otis. So the video package for Nakamura was awesome. It finally feels like WWE finally knows how to present him as a heel. So it's hard to believe Otis gave up in line for 3 years. Otis could have been a great run in Japan. Size 11 was found to fit right in. We got Piper Niven versus Tegan Knox. WWE aired a special video package for Knox where she and Niven had the match. Talent was at ringside with Knox men's. They were likely the next team to challenge for the women's tag belts. This was Star Powerhouse for an underdog kind of contest. Niven did a good job dominating Knox while Chelsea Green yelled encouragement, stretching from the ringside. Natalia Green ended up getting into a fight at ringside, almost called Niven the match. She managed to get her foot on the bottom rope to prevent the pin. Knox pinned her with a crucifix moment later. Anyway, this bout was uneventful. The crowd being so quiet and unhelped. Tegan Knox defeated Piper Niven. So Wade Barrett gave the Papa Shango reference on commentary. So we go to Tommaso Ciampa versus Ludwig Kaiser. Organo accompanied Ciampa to the ring for his match against Imperium Ludwig Kaiser, who had Giovanni Vance by his side. Vincent tried to bait Ciampa to follow him sneak attack about the bow. Ciampa easily took control and slammed Kaiser's head into the announce table. Once Kaiser took control, he slowed the pace down so he could dish out precise offense. Vincent was ejected from ringside. The ref caught him cheating right before a commercial break. Two men had money match over the years. They know each other well. They use their chemistry and sort of performance that highlights their strengths. Vincent was ejected. He showed back up to hit Gargano with a running kick. The distraction allowed Kaiser to roll up Ciampa up for the win. The ending was a bit contrived. The match had was a slump. Kaiser defeated Ciampa. So yeah. It may be a simple move, but in parents, Mr. A plus everything has good clothesline, put every extra on it, make it a little painful. So we got AgostoAllElite versus Indy Hartwell. The match came after AgostoAllElite defeated Kaiser's Ray 2 weeks ago. She though took out Becky Lynch for last week's Battle Royal, was not allowed to compete as a result. Indy Hartwell took control early, but as soon as they rolled to the ring, Lee Showman into the ring stop, taking over. Lee Ray did her best to hype the fans at ringside, seeing most of the people in the arena didn't care about this match and it had a big impact on overall presentation. The credit crack destroyed the momentum of a bout. It didn't anyway seem to help. The referee came to call to end after Claire Hartwell could no longer compete after taking a kick to the head. This contest was short, did a little to make either women look good. Becky Lynch showed at the end looking for revenge, helped, but this segment fell flat. Okay then. Next, what's next? The Miz versus Ivar. Last week's Fatal 4-Way number contender ended with The Miz entering the shot of the Intercontinental title. But the way it was supposed to end was Ivar and A-List to get in the pin at the same time. Ivar tapped The Miz after it was over, set them up for the bout, which is likely been for the title shot, had last week's bout, and then as intended. Miz did a good job playing the underdog against a larger opponent. When he works as a babyface, incorporates moves, doesn't usually get little pops from the crowd. Bronson and Reed came out to have a closer look as they got into an argument with Ivar early in the show. This was another match that made sense from a storyline perspective, but did little to excite the fans at first. The Miz working as a babyface is going to take some time to get used to, so he's in universally positive reactions yet. The action between the ropes was solid. The crowd was getting more into the match as it progressed. The Miz ended getting the win by using the ropes leverage. Reed attacked Ivar after it was over, hit the Sasami. So we go to the main event. Balor and Priest versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso for the WWE Tag Team Champions. The main event of the show was a little tag team bout with Balor and Priest defending the tag titles against Uso and Rhodes. The company gave about final 30 minutes of the show, plenty of entrance included, had plenty of time to share highlight. Uso and Balor stealing for their team with furious lockup. The Irishman scored the first touchdown, but Jey was running back at feet. This developed into a brawl for 4 competitors. With this quartet, there's almost a foregone conclusion the match will be good. They were all veterans with dozens of talent across multiple promotions, so the main event was in safe hands. The only downside was the outcome was predictable, but how we got there might have been surprised some. McIntyre showed up, hit Uso with a Claymore kick while we were distracted to give Judgment Day easy path to victory. The Judgment Day defeated Uso Rhodes, taking the tag belts. So the announcers kept voice saying how many people were on each War Games scene. Usually 5. I feel like WWE might go with 4 this year. We got Sam Irving went in front of the pre-match announcements. So Ripley told Priest he was the leader of the team for the War Games. Priest still thinking some overall rule of the stable. Priest gave Jughead a jacket to push Jughead to the Judgment Day before the match. Here's my word for this week's Raw. This week's Raw wasn't a strong episode, but it did a good job of building up most feuds that will make it up to Survivor Series card. So it was nice seeing many women different and women getting spotlight throughout the Monday night. Even those women actually given time speaking in a ring of basic backstage segments. The best match of the show was the main event, but the opening time about Claudia Ciampa was enjoyable too. Few of her interesting setups. The possibilities were set up throughout the show, including McIntyre, the Judgment Day for services as a potential otherwise Reed showdown. War Games is always a fun stipulation for WWE, so this year's Survivor should be memorable and a few surprises. So This is this week's Raw. Now let's look up the card for this week's NXT, and then we'll review NXT. So for tonight's NXT, we got the tag titles: Chase and his partner versus Tony D'Angelo and Stacks. We got Wesley versus Baron Corbin, Roxanne versus Lash Legend, Trick Williams versus Joe Coffey. We also got the Supernova sessions with the Metaphor, Donar, Balvin Gable, Otis, Max and Dupree, Akira Tozawa. So yeah, we're gonna get some of that. So let's go straight to NXT. Let's go to NXT. Okay. Alright, this week's NXT. NXT. Okay, remember this week's NXT. Chase U highlighted an important night on the brand, including Iron Survivor match qualifiers, Wesley's return match. Chase and Hudson defended the tag team belts for the first time against former champion D'Angelo and Stacks. The shout the John Pro themselves as title holders. Following Tiffany Stratton and Dijak qualified last week, Roxanne Perez faced Lash Legend, while Trick Williams battled Joe Coffey Iron Survivor qualifiers. Trick has own drama kind of has been focused on the talents parade. Baron Corbin hoped to ruin Lee's return exceed known dog bites County Supernova session of the collaboration between Otis and Chad Gable. Lyra and Xylee met a loyalty ceremony. Show continued NXT push forward deadline final big event in 2023. Start NXT champions Chase U versus the family. Controversy over cheating. Strat the Android Chase throughout the contest. Do custom color protect them so long for Chase fell to the bada bing bada boom. It's a shame that the brand's already moving around Chase U as NXT tag champs. The hot potato nature of the title is not helping solidify division and field slightly uneven. The story was clear to protect Chase U in the loss. The wrestler fades up fans only to find it turn against him. This like Tony Angelo and Stacks lends a focus on Chase as a weak link. It was a 5-match firefight 2-team delivered Halloween Havoc. The story based focus to the point that the family win almost felt overshadowed. Hopefully the payoff is for Tuesday the Flame contest. So family defeated Chase U. So Chase advised his cooperated the ongoing investigation on Chase U. Commentator Joseph said it was worse than the Big Hammer Michigan situation. Okay, Chase U section did not support the first throughout the match. Members slowly walked down the contest. Hudson said to a double team. Jason James seemed genuinely distraught about Chase U. Lost with others in the ring after support. Backstage, family laid out warning to tag team division with new women speaking for them, promising a new celebration next week. So, the reporters hounded Chase and Jane picked up a car for her. Chad Gable challenges Noam Dar, Roxanne Perez versus Lash Legend. Alpha Academy Trick Dorm on Nova Sessions in the Green Heritage Cup match next week with Chad Gable. Lash Legend used her strength to control Ryan Perez, but the project had to counter her opponent back for offense. However, Kai James caught the arm of Perez in the corner, so her to take the boot and powerbomb for the loss. Metaphor for Alpha Academy is a wonderful dynamic. The stables had a compatible humor that had a crowd popping her out. Gable versus Dar is going to mostly grappling next week. Legend has approved since a rebrand with Metaphor, but she's ready for the Iron Survivor Challenge. That's uncertain. The match with Perez was okay at best. So, yeah. Losing Perez by Iron Survivor could severely affect the quality. It was going to be a surprise competitor in the match. Fallon Halen would have been more interesting. Legend defeated Perez by pinfall to qualify for the Iron Survivor Challenge. So, yeah. Dar has earned a cup, chained up to protect it. Otis flirted with Legend, but was not propagated. The referee threw Metaphor on the ringside for the match, leaving Legend to fight fair. Jared Jackson returned to distract the official late. So we go to Iron Survivor qualifier, Trick Williams versus Joe Coffey. Trick won a Survivor physical fight with Joe Coffey. Ending was blast off send off and German suplex. Carmel Hayes no held silent, challenged Gallows, but Trick still caught Joe with a leaping knee for the win. This was a fine bout. Nearman showed his best. Joe was in control of most of the contest. Trick was always going to win. As he advanced the story, Miller and Trick went out early in the match. Full like former A-Chan after each other. He has his running stick in hand for now. Like Gallus looked completely out of sorts and his teammate Credible again to leave in the brand. They just need to wait for NXT Europe. Trick defeated Joe by pinfall to qualify the Iron Survivor Challenge. So, notable moment. Just before the match, Trick and Mellos promised they were on the same page. They were saying that Booker told Joe he was suing Barrett for gimmick infringement. Trick knocked out Mark. Some event. We had a moment in the segment of live backward previews of Trick TV was highly at the head of their match. Leave promised no mercy. Production for this was impressive, but the acting wasn't at my book. Then we go to Brawling Brutes versus OTM. Bronco Nima, Houston Price dominated Butch early, nestling into a ridge. Holland got the huge tag. The Bruiserweight wiped out Scripps, and Nima got a ring inside. Runestyle hit up the nation finisher with Holland to seal the win. The best match tonight up to the point of the Brawling Brutes and OTM some chemistry. This time, could something come down the line. For now, Butch and Holland are working on a big stage in OTM. Nima and Price has some potential hard-hitting tag team, but will need more time to pull it together. The Broad Brutes remain NXT and long and should continue to deliver quality performances. So, OTM powered outside by Beta Baran. So we got that. Butch slammed Tom Holland. Joe Gates cut a promo on the Performance Center booth before throwing the camera. We got G.D. Dolan versus Arena Grace. Grace controlled the action, but got into argument with her wrong time down. Dolan hit the G.D. diver with the win. Dolan and Grace tried hard, didn't land. Newcomer Hardy looked like a serious threat from former NXT Women's Tag Champ, decided to get more offense. So right move with a veteran get the win, sign for likely Iron Survivor qualifier soon. Grace and professional promise and one of the better characters in the division, ready but not ready for a premium live event. Dolan defeated Grace. Defeated. Okay. So we got Joel and Chas James for action. Perez only being written by Grace Cole uneducated. Grace Nancy on the way backslide. Referee. We actually showed a vision on Wagner and Jones Stone's journey. The two agreed to generate Stone's place. So we go to Journey. Eddie Thorpe explained that he had healed up for strap match with Hijack when joining the Iron Siren Challenge. Charlie Dempsey challenged him. We go to Baron Corbin versus Wesley. Wesley returned, but Dominic Mysterio saved Baron Corbin. It mattered. We got two folks on Dirty Dawn. Walking to the end of the day. Corbin talked to you about the attack on Lee. Left alive to make the save. Mad Dragon teased the torpedo mascot ran into the end of the day. The former lone wolf stood tall. Dragonovs announced that faced Corbin deadline. That ended up feeling like a main event as the usual caliber. While Corbin solid with gold brand, there were no heat or stacks first match with Lee. This was the best bout of the night. They're saying more about the rest of the card. The lone wolf should be a capable challenge for Dragunov, and only the two can reach heights of Mad Dragon versus Carmelo Hayes trilogy. The Iron Cyber Challenge like the outshot in the NXT Championship match. Lee will attain a build a rematch with Dirty Dawn, but the field needs to heat up coming weeks to be cited. So Corbin defeated Lee. Corbin and Dirty Dawn found common ground backstage. Lee and Dragon hashed out the past differences. Lexus King wishes Corbin luck for the main event. Former Lone Wolf caught Lee up in the ring, playing the 60 dead floor. That was the moment. Overall, this week NXT, this is the off week of NXT. I set up some big championship matches. The show left without a real spark. The best bout was Corbin versus Lee, near delivered more than estimated offense. Chase U versus the family was let down due to the result and all drama on the action. Okay. Shows like this should bring more intrigue. Big events to come. This deadline shaping mixed bag comes December 9. The men's Iron Survivor Challenge shaped by big names. The women's just going to be want to trust less legit compete in a huge amount for the first important NXT contest. Backer look like to beat Zone next week. Lee left without a challenge for deadline, but Dragunov has his match set. Tag division with Turmoil like another multi-tag belt for the NXT tag titles. Overall, NXT has some work to do to get back on track. Valkyrie versus Lee, then Dar versus Chad Gable next week, sure to get better. So let's go straight to Dynamite now. Before we go to Dynamite review, let's get some wrestling news. We got some wrestling news today. Let's get to it. It's unusual, but the last review because the reason we're gonna do wrestling news early on because later at the end we're gonna do a AEW 8. We're gonna do a pay-per-view review for this week's episode of Full Gear. So yeah, wait for that. That's coming after Collision. So let's start with some wrestling news. Yeah. Chris Hero believes Darby Allin's crossover appeals are credible. Chris Hero gives his thoughts on AEW star Darby Allin. Allin cements himself AEW's hot young star, reigns team champion. Everyone knows Knockout King, who worked at backstage AEW producer. He spoke about Allin's crossover appeal during a recent interview on the Ringer's Masked Man show. He says this. He says that we're getting a wrestling bubble. We'll always see what's in front of our face. We'll only reference when we're remembering what we remember historically. It's easy in pro wrestling, but cynical is not always belt to belt. The promos is larger in a way to look out of the arena, see those kids with a face painted like him. These are 5, 6, 7-year-old children going to grow up. Lives is connected to people on deeper level. Later in the chat, Hero reminds listeners that Allin consistently hang out with larger than life figures like Owen Hawk or JFP, knowing that Allin crossover will get bigger over time. So he talks about like Darby wrestling fans like it's Darby. We're going to see some crazy great creative. The dudes let's give it Tim Robinson going to hang with like Tony Hawk and stuff. Darby Allin's a crossover is incredible. It's like so he's still made these things that Darby likes interesting. You see like wonder what the dude's about. He did natural circus. Now you have about pro wrestling. It's about butterfly fact who else he meets in the world. People like Darby when he crosses over different areas of entertainment. So it's the business as a whole. That's not rating. It's a false finish. Some wrestlers are bigger than that. I think Darby's one of them. So yeah, I agree with that. This week, like this Saturday, Full Gear, I will review like it'll be coming up after Collision, but yeah, he is a main star. So yeah, the main star. Main star. All right, we go straight to the WWE and their settlement lawsuit with Penny following a contract dispute. So back in October, there was news that came out. WWE Penny were in a legal battle, traded garbage ship, a big NXT, like something like that. WWE terminated the deal with Penny, but Penny filed a lawsuit against WWE, saying that the partnership was terminated with no warning whatsoever. WWE revealed that Fantex was a new partner for trading cards. Well, it appears that WWE Penny reached a settlement to notify the court earlier to documents. You can read those below. Pursuant to the court order, parties confer like the current live real-time provincial resolution. Current Zoom 30 minutes. There was a lot of exchangements, deals, and stuff. So it was handled. The agreement was handled. So yeah, the lawsuit was settled. Everything goes on. Yeah. Yeah. The lawsuit was settled. Penny and the WWE's lawsuit was settled. So let's go straight to another third news for the week of podcasts. Will Hobbs revealed who came up with his Powerhouse moniker. During the recent episode of Chill with Ice podcast, I'm going to say this. Will Hobbs revealed his unique moniker was actually the channel owner and Tony Khan, owner Tony Khan. Say that river, okay, sorry. He said when he was out in public, spotted by wrestling fans, they usually would call him. The Powerhouse name came from our owner, CEO Tony Khan. He's a big Hacksaw Butch Reed fan. He's like Powerhouse. I did get stuck, so when I walk through the airport or walk around, I'm here Hobbs or Powerhouse Hobbs. So yeah, So that's how the Powerhouse Hobbs name came. It was from Tony Khan. So anyone who, I don't know, something. So yeah, that was his name, Powerhouse Hobbs. So yeah, let's now, since all the wrestling news are out, let's go straight to the Dynamite review. Alright, let's go to Dynamite. Let's do the show. Okay. Sorry. Alright, this week's Dynamite. Okay. Just 4 days before AEW presents November's Full Gear, the company rolled into Harry, Ontario, California for the Go Home episode Dynamite. So yeah. Oh, one more thing. It's a friend of mine. Hey Olivia. So yeah. Alright, we're done here. Let's go to the broadcast this week. Jeff in a high-stakes match in women's division. Previous Saturday's international championship between Cassie and Moxley. A monumental street fight that served the latest battle to Kenny Omega Don Callis fan. Let's see what went down this week on Dynamite. Let's see what happened this week. Alright, let's talk about the match cards already. Free fight, Jericho Omega, Bushi, White versus Don Callis family. Iron Cassie and Hook versus Moxley and Yuta. The Bucks versus Penta, Zeta and Commander. Red Velvet versus Sky Blue. Yeah, basically the winner will advance to Full Gear Saturday. So yeah, and then Jay promo. Let's start with John Moxley and Yuta versus Iron Cassie and Hook. The International Champion Classic defending against Moxley at Full Gear, but Professional Squeeze is part of the Hook. Little time center mention for AEW World Champion partner. Yuta Hopper winning show. A competitive matchup. Cool. Only at a ringside. You got a Hook belt pin for the win. After Moxley suggests Cass is shaken, though he will win the International Championship Saturday night. The finish was smart, preserving Cass and Moxley while highlighting the intense rivalry between the two. It also put Yuta over as potential challenger, Hook's FTW Championship, whose only a Saturday night is Tony Khan sees fit. This was a solid way to kick out the night show. Yuta for Hook and Cassidy. As the Hook took a fight to the back with clubs, Tottenham and again, Cassie Hook took the fight to the Blackpool Combat Club opponent, showing this need to hang with Moxley Yuta. On the night, there's a street fight. Same night, a street fight booked for the main event. May don't water down right at the gate by booking a brawl to start the show. You got Hook ready on Moxley on Friday, former world champion with an touch. And it's Aura of the FTW Championship. Yuta Penny Hook was not really a big deal. Should have been very rare losses. Should have meant a lot more. You got Hangman Page for Strickland face to face. Hangman Page face-to-face promos for Strickland would have been more a bit to the Texas Deathmatch. We're not seeing fire up. Meant for former world attack. Short drives table week. Rubber Birds from Page, who we know were torn by heel, just a beatdown on Page on Prince Nana. It was the second Page looked to sound like passionate Hangman that fans fell in love with. Built any I did a match to lead the first build in the first place. Strickland had one last hammer to point home, put Page on blast while elevating his punch and gone a long way, ensuring that match paid on Full Gear card. This is where quotes are involved and the takeaways. You're dumber. You 2 years ago when you're done, got fired. Page came out firing on the mic. Had a line about his financing leading him. We fired us Strickland even more. At Full Gear, I'm your judge and your jury and your executioner. Page warned his pay-per-view opponent. Page reiterated stipulation from that segment, reminding Strickland he did not include Prince Nana or laying the manager out of barrage on right hands. Red Velvet versus Sky Blue. Sky Blue cashed your tickets Full Gear and a shot at TBS champion victory over Red Velvet. A hard-fought match. The actual team Blue and Velvet solved the match. If you're still calling your fault. Ran over. Blue spent weeks tangling her rivalry with Hart while mounting just her friendship with TBS champion Statler. She has approved bench that wrestling has opportunity to show off on the Full Gear stage. The question is where she has a realistic the Ontario champion. She is merely take the pin for the woman that Blue defeated Velvet. Blue Scooby-Doo gear among the best in the business. Tony Khan creative team has to come up with a way to rebuild Velvet because just throwing in the mix is not working in my book. 2 big kickouts in this one, each kicking out during finisher stuff. Samoa Joe squashes John Cruz. Samoa Joe hit the ring battle on Cruz, went well as you imagine. John squashed his opponent, tapping out to kill a clutch. After the match, Joe again offered to be MJF tag partner at Full Gear against the Guns. They had one winner, he's inevitable. This is fine enough, but not necessary at all. It could have been a backstage vision, and it ate some time, though, and created 2 guys when MJF would take up Joe off partner with him. So there's that. Samoa Joe defeated Cruz. Backstage moments. Backstage, Mary met Toni Storm for the first time. The time was someone essentially dismantled her sister before ordering her butler, Luther, to get her warm-up match booked for Friday this week. Penta Zero Commander versus the Bucks. The Young Bucks continue their journey down to Hayden number Wrestling Night, defeating Penta Commander by various means, airing jeers from their hometown fans. The match featured a ton of action, drawing it to this awesome chant despite their little way of in-mat narrative and lack of selling. Sport Cummings, the match accomplished what intended, with the Bucks firmly established as villains by a pair of low blows, a mocking Jews effect, and a BT true trigger to Commander for the win. Heel Bucks are the best Bucks, given how things were trending audience today. Was probably a wise creative move when it meant for Full Gear in a match with Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega's question that will hover over the match Saturday night. So yeah, here's my take. The entire opening sequence of all this was ridiculous. North Way, all this messed up leg drops, set down, double skip up, the street super kicks the Bucks. All of it made no sense. Started following a mat. Nick established us the cool bad guys. How was no mention of long rich history between Penta and the Bucks in the match? They literally kicked off AEW, one of the marquee matches back at Double or Nothing 2019. 2 low blows by Nick, a Judas effect beat trigger allowed the Bucks to score the tainted victory. To me, it was tainted. The Gun sent a message to MJF. Ahead of Saturday Full Gear's buy-in, where they challenged for the mystery part for RH World Tag Team Championship, the Guns hit a ring for the match with Peter Avalon and a team partner. They won a short order with Rita Yuma, then caught a brief gallop on the upcoming opponent. No purpose undermines the Guns on Saturday night. It's accomplished nothing, advanced nothing, did nothing to make anyone stand in match they do or do not want. The Guns defeated Avalon and his partner. Then I take away backstage a tense confrontation between the Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Jericho, ended with a pull-apart scuffle. We go to a street fight. The man who erased his name is like a special sponsored street fight. The rivalry between Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Don Callis family continued Wednesday night. A special second sponsor like a dragon street fight, pitting the Golden Jets, Kobayashi, Paul White against Takashi Fletcher, Powers Hobbs, and the Machine Brian Cage. A wild chaotic match ensued. The bodies battered, bloody lead to a finish that saw Omega, Jericho duct tape Hobbs and ropes forward, deliver one-winged angel to Cage for the win. This was on a writer's name per se, but that should not be discounted. The efforts of competitors and fans who ate it all up. The match, where it was delivered, was promised, did beg the question what's next for the Don Callis family. To me, this was another big loss in the same week that Jericho defeated Takashi in the DDT Pro Ring. What credibility does this Story Care Together faction had this point? Yeah, Mega, Jericho, White, Bushi defeated the 4 Callises. Those Big Show trials to chest will never did. I say Hobbs recovered nicely. He slammed Paul White on the top of the car in the parking lot. So that was a mission accomplished for put over Hobbs. Omega hit Fletcher at the bottom and cut his hand pretty up badly to the point the nurse said throughout the mess of the match. That tombstone from Fletcher to Ibushi through a sign and several chairs at the ringside was cringe-worthy and near possible to match a scenario when it did not hurt like hell for everyone involved. The NJF promo. A fired-up NJF made his way to the ring, immediately apologized to the claim and uncalled for getting him caught in a crosshairs of NJF experience. In passion, he talked about Full Gear defeating Jay White to retain his AEW World Champion. The Switchblade erupted. System NJF was the devil, claimed the champ was no hero. At the vow, the BMF Full Gear, White sliced the Guns, Juice Robinson on him, then lay him out with a blade rudder before San Antonio Bull Club teammates. They closed the show. An influence to close the show did not advance anything. Rather established the issue between 2 built heat from the heels by where the cowardly 4-on-1 beat down the champ. Takeaways. Bite all right instrument energy of the devil. By the raiders shifting a man under the mask. And they got too much offense. And the guns obviously make them look like lackeys for the most part. As a go-home show for Full Gear, this was not a particularly great effort. Less than half of the pay-per-view represented nothing but really advanced in-ring work. Bored, being meh, mostly good, but let him on. Take each match, a segment eventually that were mostly good. A show should be designed, convince fans to purchase AEW Full Gear this Saturday night BR. This show did not have quite as much as the company should have hoped for, in my opinion. Bad go-home show for AEW Dynamite. So next, it goes straight to ROH review. Then after that, we'll be having, a SmackDown, a special Friday Night Collision, Rampage reviews, and then we ended all Sunday with, then it ends on this week, and the final will be a Full Gear review. So, let's all right then, since we're all at it, let's go straight to Ring of Honor. Alright, as I promised, the ROH review. Let's get to ROH now. Alright. Shit. Okay, let's start ROH this week. The show was headlined by Eddie Kingston, defending ROH World Champion against former champ Dalton Castle. Here's this week's episode, ROH Garner Club. Temporada, where international champion defeated Peter Avalon. After that match, Dalton Castle was interviewed backstage by Lexi Nair. He said that the interview was very calmly and said that he had been watching Eddie Kingston for over 15 years and said he was a bit heavy-footed. Castle said Eddie Kingston's only chance of winning was knocking him out. He left to eat some cheese. Here go the Outrunners defeating Sebastian Wolf and Jacob Watts. Then we got Drista Daniels and Matt Sydal are interviewed backstage by Lexi Nair. Sydal said they were proving they were the top team before, while Daniel said they need to go to a team of Hijo Del Vigo and Commander being in contention for the ROH World Tag titles. Emi Sakura defeated Kel. The Outrunners were interviewed by Lexi Nair when Magnum pronounced that ass whoopings had just begun, but Floyd said they were going to prove they were the top team ROH. The Boys defeated the Bollywood Boys. Tony Khan revealed a new ROH World Television Champion in a 6-way survival of the fittest match in ROH Final Battle. The qualifiers to the match will take place within upcoming weeks. The Renegades were interviewed backstage and say they will be more successful against Leah Hirsch and Ellering when win tonight. Maria Canabet wanted to speak to them. Athena and Billy Starks defeat Brooke Havoc and Johnny Robbie. Edith Page was interviewed by Lexi there. But was immediately interrupted by Mark Sterling and Tony Nice. Sterling said he would file a complaint to get the match thrown out, but Page owed Sterling to file a complaint about Nice's win too. Nice and Page argued before Page challenged Nice to a rematch, but Nice accepted. They go to Leah Hirsch and Rachel Ellering versus defeat the Renegades, Charlotte, Robin, and Charlotte Renegades. After that match, Athena hosted another MIT meeting with Billy Starks, Lexi Nair, where Athena puts over Starks for an Epperson tag match. Athena says that they could not be in the team forever, saying they go step up or could stomp out. Richard defeated MR, and Hijo Del Vigo and Commander defeated Christopher Daniels and Sydal. The main event. The Ring of Honor World Champion Kingston defeated Don Castle with Brent Tate. That was pretty much the main event for ROH, ROH main event. So it was a great main event. Yeah. So, yeah.
This is what it is. It's here. Yeah. Okay then. Since we're available, we're gonna do now. Let's go to the full gear notes, the media notes that we went before. Let me get to the votes. So apparently, anyone who didn't watch the media thing, I'm gonna show you the highlights of it. Yeah, let me look for the highlights. The highlights. Let's find the highlights. No, that's not it. Look through my notes. Let me look through my notes. I'm looking at my notes. No. Alright, I found the notes on the media call, so let's talk about it. So basically, we're going to stop from him. Let's hear what he has to say. Tony Khan is speaking very high of Sting when he contributed to AEW. Tony says nobody ever taught the Sting into doing the same things. He does it during the matches, want entertainment. Tony Khan got asked by Stephanie and Chase about female voices in AEW. Tony cites Sarah Stock and Madison Rayne as very important voices within the company. Sarah Stock also speaks Spanish, been a great benefit, which a number of lucha talent brought in. Then you go to another one where Tony Khan told Dominic D'Angelo that MJF had grown into a great ambassador for AEW, which is something he expected from AEW was in LA in 2022. Then Tony Khan told then B. Pritchard that he can't speak to why Danielson was pulled from WrestleCade, but he's on AEW next week. For his worth, he said he was told it was due to clearance regarding Bryan's flying due to pressure on his eye. Tony did say recent appearance was a drive. Also, Tony Khan said there was probably isn't his place to suspend Strickland for the home invasion. It would be something authorities to handle it. Them to handle it in the ring. Then Tony Khan talks to anonymity. The time was Tony Khan jump into a character monitor everyone. He asked Tony Khan about how he decides the hype. Announcements, hype. It's announcements. He wants to generate engagement. Was happy about science all in. As a lot of time wants to keep told. There'll be more content of Classic on the Full Gear. The sign will be a great addition to AEW. Ultimately announced to create a buzz around the company. So yeah. Then Tony tells Dave Meltzer that they're close to 900,000 in range for AEW Full Gear Gate. We can make for a push for $1 million with our strong wake up. Tony Khan says he still didn't Wrestle Dream about a year in advance. Tony Khan says the AEW did all about 200,000 buys. 2023 was the biggest pay-per-view revenue. Tony Khan wants to know the Zimmer subscriber to give AEW all-out thumbs in the middle. Tony Khan tells Lion Claw he believes there's a good opportunity to prove Iron Claw, which is interest MJF. AEW goes to Dallas a good timing. So yeah, that's pretty much that was my ROH results and it was a Full Gear media notes. So yeah, now we go straight to SmackDown.
Let's get to SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown. Alright, here's SmackDown on the show. Okay, Knight finds significant ally in the battle of the Bloodline. LA Knight appears to have a much needed friend as continued feud Bloodline. Cena's out of the picture at the Crown Jewel. LA Knight found a willing ally in SmackDown's Cody Rhodes. Knight's revenge tour is underway. He's working his way in a title shot against Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns. Knight's out to eliminate each member of the Bloodline. Fortunately, Knight found a willing participant in the latest career conquest. Okay. Twitter started prominently featured on Friday night. Escobar descended from LWO, took a more serious turn last week's assault on the studio. The second War Games match was announced with Damage Critical fighting combined night of Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, and Shotzi. Okay. So now before we start, let's start. Okay. So we go to the opening. Let's start with the opening with the Knight and the Cavalry take on the Bloodline. That was somewhat. Let's go with the opening. So Paul Heyman distastefully celebrated how his Solo Sikoa crushed Cena's throat, sent him packing a crown jewel. Eventually, Knight interrupted the Bloodline. Knight reminded everyone that he would be the Undisputed Universal Championship, not for the Bloodline's interference. Knight promised to eliminate each member of the group one by one until Reigns remained. Knight elected Uso at the first in line. And that was about the opening show about Knight and the Cavalry taking on the Bloodline, something like that. So before we go to the main event, let's talk about the rest of the show. Alright. Dash Critical officially welcomed Asuka to the fold. Loosely teased Bayley's potential exit. They brawled with Flair and Shotzi had a War Games match between two sides. Street Profits defeated Brawling Brutes pretty deadly by pinfall to earn an Undisputed Tag Team title shot against Judgment Day next week. Dragon Lee defeated Axiom after hitting Operation Dragon. Santa Escobar defended his assault on Mysterio, got slapped by Vega, attacked Joaquin Wild, whose Del Toro was run off by Carlito. Grayson Waller defeated Cameron Grimes by pinfall with help from Austin Theory. Belair, Flair, Shotzi ready to recruit various stars for their battle with Damage Control War Games, with Damage Control assaulted each candidate. Lynch arrived at even odds against Damage Control ahead of War Games. So let's go to the main event. Knight defeated Russo by pinfall and hitting the BTF. Heyman, Sikoa, and me ejected from ringside, ruling and greatly forcing WWE. Knight got off a hot start, controlling greater portion of the action. The match ended on Knight reversed Uso offense to a slick BTF counter. Sikoa hit Knight with a small spike post-match as Bloodline prepared to put Knight through a Donzo table. Rules made an unexpected appearance to save Knight, save the Bloodline running backstage. Send the Bloodline running backstage. Bloodline running, I'm sorry. Backstage, SmackDown General Manager, all this support Cody Rhodes, he would need to leave the arena. So basically now, SmackDown features simple but effective follow-ups to Crown Jewel. Knight is unseemingly mad, plans to pick off members of the Bloodline, a route area rematch against Reigns. Is a good sign that Knight continues to be featured. Violent Knight is a big setback. So Gray has a well finishing movement connected. Heyman also did a great job putting over Sikoa to big win against Cena. Rhodes surprise save and assuming create build on it. So yeah, that was SmackDown review. Now let's go straight to Collision. This was yesterday's Collision special episode. Collision on Friday. It was live. So let's go with it. Why we're gonna do a Collision review, I'm gonna tell you this. So due to this week's Full Gear pay-per-view, this like yesterday happened yesterday. We're gonna so that's why AEW had to bump back Collision back to Friday to give us a 3-hour combined with Rampage. So we heard from several people who will be competing on Full Gear. We got Jay White and JF. There was plenty of show with all the matches. So let's take a look at what happened during Friday's Superside night of AEW. Then after Dynamite and Rampage, we will review Full Gear pay-per-view. Let's start with Collision. Let's start with out. Miro versus Daniel Garcia. This special 3-hour show kicked off with Tony Schiavone welcoming Cage, Nick Wayne, and Luchasaurus to the ring for an interview. Cage gave a great promo hype his thrilling match of Full Gear. Title match we'll have later in the night during the Rampage portion of the show. The segment ended without a rush. We had a quick interview backstage with Big Bill. Ricky Starks before Miro made his way to the ring for the first match with Daniel Garcia. So the Dance Machine got a nice reaction when he came out. It looked like he was focused more on the opponent's hands moves at once. So for God's sake, champion overpowered Red Death, dominated for a few minutes at ease. Garcia kind of gets some offense, but he was stopping his track each time he gained a little momentum. So a lot of AEW's matches are booked to give a quick little offense to competitors, but this spot was set up in a much better way. Miro was dominant, had upper hand for more time while Garcia played underdog, occasional bursts of offense. So this might not be anyone's match of the week, but it was a great step probably book a powerhouse against a smaller competitor without being convinced. They give a crowd just enough hope that Garcia might get a submission victory with a sharpshooter before Miro escaped. Leveled up with the cage to set up his version of the camel clutch to get the win. yeah, thankfully Daddy Magic showed up at a very little impact on the outcome. Miro defeated Garcia. So one thing, let's say this. Have you ever noticed Kaya form more beloved than kind of Valk vehicles? So yeah. So another thing, Christian mate Tony came back home back to hold the mic for him was hilarious. That was hilarious. One more thing, like Flair mentioned, you can hear some woos and boos. Like if you mention Flair, you'll hear some woos and you'll hear boos. Or we got the Kings of Blackthorn versus the Boys for the competing Fatal 4 line match. Yesterday since yesterday. Black Eye Black, Brody King had a warm-up match against Dalton Castle's sidekicks, the Boys. Match started against Twin with a red hair. Really took her head and spent an elbow about 30 seconds. She got to make King is strong out some offense. Oh, he's the opponent. Oh yeah. It was a glorified squash match. King of Black won a couple of minutes. It was entertaining. The killer content. Notable moments. Okay, Kings no so strikes. Broadcast opponents such as Intimidating Knight, Sight. Jill Hart, Kiss Down, Sky Blue got a video package. The Hype TBS title match of Full Gear. Okay, Temporana versus Peltazera. Mito versus Brian Cage versus Commander. So Trent, Penta, Brian Cage, Commander competed in a fair four match to see one of them. Touch on the TNT title later on Rampage. The beginning saw a lot of trash talk from 4 men for action start, but once it got going, the coach doors had a few flying moves, making it action. There's the amount of match, many parts and parts. This one about to take too long. This moments you pause. Let's watch one for yourself. You don't see it live. Everyone put a great effort to make this a fun and a generic fatal 4-way. Beretta ended up getting the win by hitting strong 0 on Commander for the pin. So yeah, that's what notable moments. Also notable moments. We had Kate embrace a nerdier character does not get talked about enough. We got Beretta Sucker and Penta to close on a great spot. Cage suplexed Commander in the ring onto Beretta. Penta the bonker spot looked great and the scene right. Cage had a nice looking 619 during the picture segment. So we go straight to Warlow versus some unfortunate soul. Then Dark Soul versus Roosh. Warlow rushed his way to the ring, immediately hit a power bomb with some unfortunate jobber. The War Daddy wasn't done, climbed to the top rope, hit a swanton bomb for hitting another power bomb. Ref called the match, his opponent could not continue. Warlow defeated local talent by referee stoppage. That's how Roosh back wrestling was ahead of a 4-way ladder match. Dave now alone, Joe started to Will was on near ring. This is a physical match. Harwood is just well known for his brawling. He is technical wrestler, so he and hard-hitting Roosh held a competitive contest. So, yeah, Messi and Big Event and others, they tried to control several times. Pretty, but the fact that these men have been obviously they were not holding back. This is definitely about Ben Wolf and the ending mirror and fans by Bill starts to build the rest of it comes right forward, man. So it turned into a huge ball. The match was good, but it didn't really hurt overall. The huge ball could have easily taken after the clean finish. Again, let's try again. Harwood rush trade strikes with receiver both attempting on the safe side and red chest after a little while. Roosh fake out kicks was fun. It's weird not to see Cashwell on Harwood. Wheeler Utah. Now we go to Wheeler Utah versus Buddy Matthews. Wheeler Utah, Buddy Matthews after a single match. We got the tag teams on the clear from ringside. Matthews had a clear start on revenge, but Utah just be technicability. He feels this would feel like one-sided battle. They ended up having a great match that showcased individual skill sets. The best part was the ending part predicting it being a matchup to start to finish. Matthews ended up getting the pin, wasn't done yet. He wanted to get a chair to that. Wanted to show to make the save. We got the mighty and Charlie Matthews jump match in Full Gear. So Matthews defeated Utah. So the House of Black was over the show. Great to see the whole group getting some much needed attention recently. Matthews is a great performer. It feels like AEW hasn't come close to having his potential yet. He could have had a match of the year candidate if he was being put in the right position. Not having the members of BCC or HB at ringside was the right call. We need another interference ending. We have the Outcast versus Yoshida and Chris Sandler, Collision main event. The Outcast came out for the final match on Collision partial show, take on Chris Stanley and Yoshida. Ruby start the match and she have all announced talk about Soho being having a potential suitor. Jungle Park showed up in the crowd led support while wearing her Soho shirt. She looked happy to see him, but distracted her almost cost her the match. Even though the match has some great action, there was a disconnect because neither champions were facing the challengers at Full Gear. Sandler waved down Parker with a close on the ringside while Sheeta Bishop Saraya in the ring get the win. The clinching portion show ended when Jim giving a backstage interview with Siobhan. Sandler and Sheeta defeated Ruby Soho and Saraya. So yeah, Sandler suplexed Soho, Saraya at the same time with a nice display of power. Soho goes around that looked good. So yeah, it looked good. So yeah. So now we go straight to Rampage now. Christian Cage versus Trent Beretta for the TNT champion. Rampage opened the show with Jericho made entrance to join the Thomas Chain table for Beretta. Cage came out for the TNT belt. Cage talked to trash, tried a big time Beretta, but was intimidating. Both these guys are veterans with some abilities, but with Cage being more decorated champion than two, he would make sure to let Beretta know who the biggest star was. Due to Cage being a few stay out a couple in the moment, the conclusion of the bout would feel too predictable, made it too hard by any false finishes, but did best to make the match entertaining. Cage kicked out of Storm Zero, the same move Beretta used to win his opportunity early in the show. When he regains composure, he began to focus on Beretta's neck, hitting the kill switch for the win. Christian Cage defeated Trent Beretta. Cage did a lot of heel things between moves getting he is the kind of talent rookies should study. He knows how to work the crowd perfectly. Beretta has a really smooth DDT. Cage pulled Luchasaurus the camera on his shoulder with a funny moment. Tony started Emi Sakura. Tony started trying to get Emi Sakura quick for that match, but Veteran ripped it up. Started throwing some around the ring. Thomas moves out the word down by your hand and attack around the ring. Keep attacking Saka on the floor. Saka moves made on that she Storm. Right. Kicking out of a Tiger Bomb. Brutal back right at her. Started picking up the win. Storm. Via Emi Sakura. Some moments. Storm has some good gear for his match. Goes well over her character. The crossbar Sakura hit the knock Storm on the apron. Looked great. Okay. Roderick Strong versus Archer Andrade. Strong came out of the TV and Beth Bennett came in the match against Archer Andrade. Her attack A as soon as he got in the ring, but High first started coming to him down 2 count. A bit quick bout when it turned more competitive than expected. It's not being the most deadly match put out the main event. Brought out the real show, but they did a good job keeping the crowd invested. There's a scary moment when Strong landed on his neck following a Spanish fly. Riot managed to get the win. Jay White got an interview, closed the show when NJ attacked him out of nowhere, attempting to get back the Triple B. They ended up in the ring where NJ ended up getting beaten down by the guns and French blade. Wardrobe made the same, but was unable to help NJ claim the belt. Like Joe and NJ wins to defend the Orange tag titles at Full Gear. Roger Strong defeated Archer Andrade. Here's a notable thing. Hearing Jericho talk about losing Andrade is kind of funny. McGinnis has become the epitome of heel commentary. He never hesitated to bear a babyface or put over a heel no matter what's happening. Jay and Bennett should have more matches. Keno's a great tag team, but they feel wasted in his ankle. Andrade showed some great power. He picked up Brian up mat for suplex. If Strong had hurt his neck during the angle, Andrade would never live it down. So yeah. Final word, AW has 3 hours of the program on television this week. It's not that we're used to, but a company managed to fill the time effectively. Before it being the go-home show for Bill Gear meant AEW had to juggle some hyping pay-per-view while also putting on matches that were entertaining the paying crowd. Not only did a handful of bouts, but most storylines were addressed were done so in a satisfying way. So yeah, there were certainly weak moments, filled segments. Overall, it's an entertaining way to spend a Friday night heading into a pay-per-view weekend. So yeah, that was Rampage, Collision, and SmackDown review. Full Gear pay-per-view review is coming up now. Okay, now for a Full Gear review. As I pause, the last thing on our podcast for this week. Yeah, this is the first time we're doing a Full Gear review. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay. AEW staged its preliminary pay-per-view of 2023 Saturday night with Full Gear, headlined by the World Champ MJF, defending against Switchblade Jay White. The blockbuster main event capped up a show saw a major title promotion stake. The culmination of several promotions feud and a reveal of a new signing. So let's get to it. Who signed the dotted line? Which champions changed hands? Was NJF able to overcome all their recent adversity and countered by the retaining title? Let's get to the full gear recap. Alright, the announcers show NJF vs. Jay White World Championship match, the International Champion Orange Cassidy vs. John Moxley, the AEW Tag Team Ladder match, FTR vs. Left Flacco and Benos vs. King of Black Throne vs. Big Bill and Ricky Starks, the AEW Women's World Championship, Hikaru Shida vs. Timeless Toni Storm, T-Best Champion Chris Statler and versus Sky Blue vs. Jill Hart, Texas Africa's match, and Page vs. Strickland, Mega Jericho vs. Young Bucks, Copeland Darian Sting vs. Christian Cage vs. Nick Wayne, and Ring of Honor World Champion Eddie Kingston vs. Jay Lethal, 0 Hour, Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion MJF vs. Mojo vs. The Guns, 0 Hour, Casanoli vs. Buddy Murphy, 0 Hour. So let's start with 0 Hour. The Ring of Honor World Championship match, Eddie Kingston vs. Jay Lethal. Okay, Eddie Kingston defend the Ring World Champion against Jay Lethal to kick off the evening 0 Hour preview show. With Stokely halfway watching from the commentary position, Jared Styles saying Karen Jarrett and Sean Jones made the resident of ringside precautions. Lethal controlled the pace and dominated the action, but the gritty Kingston never gave up, fight his way back into the battle. Just as looked at the trademark Atar would play in fact to close the most of the contest. Ortiz appeared, blasted dirt with it. This is stretch of Kingston locked Lethal with a back fist, scored a successful title defense. It was a good enough match start to show too much attention. Pay attention to the ringside. Half its intensity, then dead against the champion commentary. Ortiz was denying with his friend following the clash. Kingston earned better than to have an ROH Power Reign race and opening the Magic Kickoff show. Fun of half empty arenas, but I digress. Kingston defeated Lethal to retain. What can you do? I can do. The halfway of Ring of Honor directors and said when my push pressed by Tony Schiavone allowing interference with Lethal teammates at ringside. Ortiz appeared. Yeah, he grabbed the hold of the guitar. It was a reunite with Kingston. Then Kingston countered like Mike only fun experience. So regardless of the win, so this is after his win. So we got Kyle Casanelli versus Buddy Matthews. If you take two wrestlers, Caliber House of Blood, BCC, put them in the ring, no frills outside. First, your setup show with Dan fighting in ring action. New Year men disappointed Saturday night. They were a good, hard hitting match. I saw both men bruised, welted, but Casanelli ultimate win with the sharpshooter. The match did no further, and ill will between BCC and House of Black did provide fans a preview of things to come later on the main show where in action. Equality win for the Casanelli. Even Madison could have used the victory a lot more. The repeat, the match did nothing further any well between the BCC and House of Black, but it improved the fans of preview things to come later on the main show with great ring action. Equality win for Casanelli. Even in Matthews could have used the win more. Casanelli defeated Matthews. We had Mommy Chance, we won. The guy Matthews in the ring. So yeah, that was a Mammy Chance. We saw Matthews use a jackhammer, so we thought the mystery sign was going to be Goldberg, but not. The Matthews got some of the sparse cuts, scrapes, and right head, shoulder, left shoulder. Next, there we go on the World Tag Team Championships, MJ vs. Mojo and MJF vs. The Guns. AEW World Champion MJF won every to do with the team, and Mojo defended the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship against the Guns Saturday night. It's apparent there was crazy throughout the match. He not want to tag Joe, even turned his back at one point, but only realized he would need support destroy if he wanted to retain the titles. Joe provided us that, rolling in the match. It took the fight to challenge, and Austin Coleman got the best of it. Adam Cole made a surprise appearance and Strachan allowed Joe to score the win with the good clutch. After the match, the heel beat down JF, destroyed knee with a chair, created down possibility to defend the championship, get switchblade. Jay White late in the night, previewing a cliffhanger conclusion of 0 Hour show. A solid match, strong storytelling, and a great angle that helped make the best part of the kickoff show. So yeah, NJF defeated the Guns to retain the titles. So yeah. So basically NJF wore a purple yellow robe ring, 365 robe about like this 365 day. It's not until tomorrow, but it happened today, but it's what it is. We have I Only Your Help to Joe and all that stuff. So, Cole's unexpected appearance drew a monster pop, which just squashed any concerns he was starting to lose popularity and momentum due to his injury. Then we got Christian Cage, Nick Wayne, Archer Starr versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Kevin Copeland. Sting's final match stayed qualified, kicked off full gear, saw him partnering with Darby Allin, Ray Austin, Adam Copeland defeating T2 champion Christian Cage to start the trio action. The match featured a jaw-dropping bump from Allen, both characters were spectacle for fan and legendary competitors. Not a great match, not by stretch measure. When the last night, the referee got laid. It was a fun opener, energy, and finish. Kyrie Cage and Atlanta teammates fighting battle for him. That's also another question for whether fans to continue. The two sides will continue. And Copeland, Allen, Sting to be a Cage, Swords Wade. So there's top moments, like weights, whatever. A children's chorus sang the Hilton Ring Christian Cage for the kids. Should not have lost anyone. Ring, favorite time. Ellen, facing on a rope. Down. Watching ringside. Just a little strong. Under the band one time. Tall. Age of the Proud Boy for a beating. Leah's team suffered a loss. Let's go to the opening. Okay, then it starts with the AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley. AEW International Champion Cassidy beat Moxley, and definitely a name winning his point in all 5-year history of the company. Retained his title, leaving no doubt to who's the better man. First to squeeze absorb everything Moxley threw at him. Bloody's challenger, rocked him for 6 arm punches, pinning him, balling bridge break. The appropriate conclusion to the story that had gone on in months, and definitely a moment in career as Cassidy. Moxley does not lose like this. He'll really on the losing side of any match. Definitely not definite. It means more. It's more memorable. All sign of respect from the former world champion to Cassidy, willing to put over extend. A big month for Cassidy, a strong match with some great storytelling, a great head out carry that helped make this big win for the show. Cassidy pinned Moxley to retain the title. Shabbat revealed the pre-match promo segment that NJ is injured, will be unable to defend the AEW World Championship tonight. Anarchy interrupted and upon introduced in his place. Despite being injured, had to undergo surgery recently. The booking made no sense. Where what angle AEW had planned for the main event segment, a major miss in my book. Cass and Moxley on paper should not have an in-ring catch me. They do. Oh look, Moxley bleeding. At least it makes sense with the content story. He busted Cassidy open in September at All Out, and Fresh and Squeeze fired up, returned the favorite here. Where's the turnbuckle pad? Bryce Berger could be over here. Definitely not. Where is Ref? So ended inside Pro Wrestling Ring. So yeah, we go straight to AEW Women's World Championship match. Shida versus Timeless Tony Storm. Timeless Tony Storm regained the AEW Women's World Championship to be here. Shida shenanigans filling match. I never really noticed the problems of talent involved. There was a case of interference with Storm's butler Luther. Achieved the challenger. The finish came when he stopped Trey in the back of the tights, delivered a ready hip and attacked the quarter. Despite the question of quality of the match, there's no denying what it meant for the character Storm's career. It was the Croatia Timeless 21 appearance of Maria May, inclusion of about playing the season. Nation fan and play it out of coming months. Given characterizations that she has been through since RAEW is rewarding to see Storm herself create something whole different and anything else in the company, getting over to the point that the championship victory could not be denied. Storm defeated Shida to retain to win the title. So yeah, Storm drew the shoe of referee Oliver Carter, produced another Rock Shida with 2 count. Luda shot Shida for using the Kennison. Storm to pay for performing low blow, a few shots in the body. So the thing is sticking on the back of her britches. So Taz pointed out that. So we see Maria May join Storm in the ring for a post-match celebration, bringing her flowers. So there's more to this. A ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Starks and Big Bill defeated AEW, defended their title against FTR, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, House of Blacks, Malachi Black, Rudy King, Falcon Rush, and Dresden on a 4-way ladder match. Some people enjoy the Fast and Furious franchise, allowing not just a few genre happy action, catching car crashes. This was the equivalent of the film series. No little to no story thread, just moves, high spots, big bump, ladder climbs, 4 stars with able to rock Wheeler, one of the belts, knock it to the mat, and allow him absolutely secure the successful title defense. The comparison of the Fast and Furious tries telling the insult is extremely successful, have a huge fan base, that doesn't mean for everyone though. was there. Everyone involved works really hard. When there's no holding together, there's more saying, louder stuff we see across promotions. At least the right team went over. As great as FTR is, Pressure, LFI, House of Black, and been champs, Starks, and Big Bill Silver feels like a team that's more to accomplish. So yeah, Starks, Big Bill defeated LI, FTR, and the House of Black to retain. Commentary team doubled down, no reason to start Bill and choose a ladder match. Should be in a higher ladder in a great place in the first place. We see Starks still in spotlight wherever he goes. So yeah, some of the ladder bombs somewhere wicked and game over Gonzo bombed the dress on the ladder, did not get ringside. The TBS Championship match, Chris Stanler versus Sky Blue versus Julia Hart. The house down always wins Saturday night. Julia Hart held up her end of the deal, bring gold to the House of Black, defeated Sky and Blue and Stanler in a three-way match and win the TBS champion. The match better than expected, basis on solid timing, real clever spots, and saw Hart Blue put inside differences more than once. Stanler, the champion, continued to fight at one point, obliterated Blue with Saturday Night Fever, and Hart leveled Stanler, pinned your rival, won their first title. Like Storm, few matches earlier has spent considerable amount of time building momentum for herself, as showing considerable improvement during the initial push. She had efforts to repaint the former title trim young. There's an argument made that Blue should not eat the pin again. The fact she missing the character transformation, but the finish protected Stanler, likely challenger for Hart in a rematch scenario. So yeah, Hart's the new champ. Blue had a new theme song, a new look, transition from a generic babyface to a darker version of herself. So it was brought about by an attack by Hart. Hart really won the title at Moonstone, but broke up a pin. The finish was really well executed with great timing. You got the AEW latest sign, Texas Death Match. Heyman Page versus Strickland. So it's announced that Will Ospreay's All Elite era assassin revealed as latest signing to AEW with the understanding he would not come in until he finished up New Japan Wrestling. He did challenge opponents to find top opponents successfully for Wembley Stadium next August. So it's a big dish to the roster that gives the company a legitimate main event where it lives up to hype, only tested by AEW's own doing and the real question. So yeah, so Will Ospreay's All Elite. So, moments later, Hangman Page versus Strickland settled the tense personal rivalry. Oh, that was a little bang, my mistake. Alright, still that tense personal rivalry at Texas Death Match. Let's see most violent, grisly, graphic matches in personal company history. So yeah, it's a fifth story that Page was vengeful, looking for Punished Strickland, invading his home, burning his family. The crowd cringed every mind cameras focused on the prison mask faces of the competitors. Reacted for every spot. Chanted is also it was not. Adrenaline filled, urge burst of energy. Brian Cage interfered, paid for it. Page finally got the measure of revenge on Nana by driving to a table. It was Strickland's use of cinder block steel chain that ultimately earned him the hard-fought victory. The match, though, developed into a great hardcore match with Mr. A. Plus, because of my use of the stable gun early on the night, in hindsight, was only unnecessary and needlessly cringe-worthy. The same story could have been told without crossing the line. Takes instance opening minutes 40 and 20. On a positive note, Strickland's a made man now. Fans were very totally behind him there, even though the victory. This was his Austin at WrestleMania 13 moment, and he would pass with flying colors. He's a future world champion with the company. Strickland defeated Page. There will be a fine line between hardcore wrestling and garbage wrestling, and there's too many instances coming stepping right over it. And it's to the point it stopped being entertaining. Early on was the match with Stanford except for blood loss, but Strickland reached the point my book. So this is completely unnecessary. I'm going to say Coin Elite Tracy Smothers, who's not wrong. So having Cage out directly after the finish, protected Page being viewed as an outright loser for a second show in a row. That makes sense in the long term. So the Golden Jets versus Young Bucks. The Golden Jets, Jericho Mega, battled Young Bucks and match set up by the layer of non-frustration and friends partnership with the old show. There were more than hard feelings, bragging and rights at stake. They would win for the Jets, but they will receive the Bucks' AEW title opportunity. Though it appears that the Mega might choose friendship with the championship aspirations, he proved loyal to Jericho, rocking back Jackson with the be triggered. The action will testify for their color and what a Angel by Megan Matt for a win. After the match, the infuriated Hotel Heroes had lost the championship opportunity to see their friendship take another hit through a fit by destroying the ringside area and refusing a sign of respect for Omega. From the logic standpoint, the Bucks could have used the entire opportunity at one point and held on to long enough to lose it. That's their fault. Ultimately, it makes them look silly. Beyond that, the match struggled to crawl back, but they had done best late with competitors by doing their action finish sequence. The point of my friend is that the Bucks is a heel, and we managed to see how they respond moving forward. My alliance with Don Callis be on the horizon. I'm sorry, I'm not doing my job. The spits and stuff, Alright, Jericho and Becca beat the Bucks. Takeaways for this. Callis joined the commentary for the backside family was in Wednesday's street fight. This might suggest a strange storyline developing at this one. I think it's separation of the Bucks. Sounds Callis. He is not. He's totally worse worried. On the mat. So yeah. One thing I will say, the crowd struggled very hard to get to us after the last match. Because this story just not hitting home my book. So yeah, Jericho sold the damage in right arm. That's good. No, I don't know what that means. So yeah, it's what it is. Now we go to the main event, the AEW World Championship match. Alex Cole or MJF versus Richard J. Blade, Jay White. MJF did get it. She came back. Due to the injury, MJF became able to compete in the main event. Defending his AEW World Championship, Jay White is the best man who stepped up, being absent. Injured and recently undergo surgery ankle. Book of the year, stuff right here. MJF drove right to the ring along with Soko Steve Austin, Vince Russo for injury and hit the ring to defend his title. While should imagine not limited to the efforts of men, both MJF White worked hard, lack consistency throughout that main one was lackluster in history. Our story was based around Gillette that was only injured but needed, but not only the high spot executed. There was a referee bump. The sense of Chile, Superman bugging the main event. Babyface was making John Cena proud. After that, White looks like the biggest loser of the planet. Failed to be a one-legged champion. Even with horrible best friend wrestling, you have a main event as a jumble mess. Our main event needed overbooking, stay with England, injury angle, the air of the night, involved the creative mess that ultimately becomes. MJ have a great professional wrestler, absolutely. Does he need help with overbooking masters like to stay over fans? No. But he does need to avoid the same booking. To avoid those booking tropes, and turn fans against them. And Bay faces WWE over the years. More importantly, quality heels to work with. White no longer most likely can fail to overcome a champion, compete on one leg for the most of the match, so by using the championship belt to advantage, had a chance to use it to the same dynamite ring. It was a horrendous booking White, necessary complete storyline, storyline, logical booking decision, now Cole into the mix. First place that consistent selling with student in the game, usually way better and stuff like that. So on a positive note, the crowd was hot, so there's too much of a shook booking, though eventually turn on them. MJF defeated Jay White to retain. So yeah, again, the lack of logic strong. The booking, the feud rather close to show been mind blowing. Cole preserves his hangover like a dark cloud. My opinion. Why did MJF jump when he has a broken lead? I don't get it. My thoughts for Full Gear. Full Gear had a real middle portion, great work with Rolling Stars in the women's division. Saw a lot of matches despite the gross star proportion. A Texas Death match and strike on a star. Over a Trios match, there are plenty of future Hall of Famers, but never reached quality. Either winners are synonymous with the last two matches. Are the great that ultimately drag overall quality down. And you remain focal point like call. Is there a better way? Best they gonna do it. It's Sunday. Because to see where creative began to show itself more than 1.8 in history. When all the rest of the most at that work to short things up. Things nights like this. So with a Full Gear bad show, not even means, but then one never really hard, yes. Good show, but a great one at the conclusion. Yeah. So Full Gear had a great one at the conclusion. So yeah, that was my Full Gear review. So this was AgostoAllElite Podcast. So I'll see y'all next Sunday as usual. Goodbye.